In 1973, the unthinkable happened. Our gas pumps suddenly ran dry. The oil-producing nations of the Middle East had decided to play hardball. They wanted more money for their oil, and they weren't going to sell a drop of it until they got the price they wanted.
That's how desperate people were. I remember the long lines that we sat in. People following fuel delivery trucks down the road to see which gas station they were going to stop at.
I've been in those lines for 2.5, 3 hours and got all the way up there, and 5 cars ahead of me, they've run out of gas after being in the line for 3 hours. Talk about disheartening.
Suddenly, Americans were faced with the horrifying prospect of having our freedom taken away from us, because the car had always symbolized freedom, freedom to go when you want, as far as you want, and basically fairly cheaply. The oil crisis meant that that might not be the case anymore, and that was horrifying.
Suddenly, there was a mad stampede for small, fuel-efficient cars, and Detroit was caught off guard.
The Japanese had all these little cars, and so when the demand came so instantly, they were poised to have a field day. They had a banquet. They feasted on us. I mean, because they were there and people wanted them.
The imported car was here to stay, and Detroit was in for a bumpy ride. At Datsun, the dealers could hardly believe their good fortune.
The dealers changed as a group. You could just see the change from meeting to meeting. They got slicked up, and the wives got slicked up, and you saw more fur coats, and the evidences of improving sales became very obvious.
I have lots of millionaires in the United States. I made lots of millionaires.
These people made their own success and knew that Datsun and to a certain extent Mr. Katayama were a very, very integral part of that success.